The PAC RMX engine oil filtration system is located on the right-hand side of the engine in the form of an oil cooler module. The oil cooler module consists of a cooler and two filter cartridges, primary being a straight filtration cartridge and secondary being centrifugal cartridge. The two filtration cartridges are enclosed beneath two plastic caps. The removal of these caps must be done with a single hex tool over top of the plastic nut located at the top of each cartridge. Prior to removing either of these cartridges, a lock mechanism must be released to allow the removal of the cartridge cap. Lift the lock mechanism straight up until it contacts the stop bolt. Once the lock mechanism is released, this now allows the removal of both caps. When removing the filtration primary cartridge, loosen the cap and undo 2 complete turns and allow it to sit for 2 minutes. This will allow the oil to drain back into the sump and prevent oil spillage on removal of the cartridge. When changing the centrifugal cartridge, the secondary filter, it's important to run 2 checks. The centrifugal filtration cartridge operates by spinning on 2 bearings. This cartridge spins on a bearing in the cap itself and also one at the bottom in the oil cooler module. It is important that we check both of these bearings to ensure that this cartridge spins freely. We can check this by placing the cartridge into the cap. Once the cap's removed, place the cartridge into the cap and spin the cartridge and make sure that it rotates freely. Remove the cartridge from the cap and place it into the oil cooler module in the lower bearing. Spin the cartridge and make sure it spins freely in the lower bearing. Once ascertained that both bearings are okay, replace the cartridge back into the cap and install the cartridge and cap as a unit back onto the oil cooler module. Both filters are changed at every boost service. Once both filters have been changed, it is important that after the caps have been replaced, that the lock mechanism is put back in place. This is simply done by pushing down on the lock until you hear a click.